Let's get into some things of the things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button if you are new here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be expected, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about y'all. It makes me that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. Oh. What's up, y'all? Hold on, let's get this camera situation together. It looks like it's a little blurry. Is it blurry on y'all end? It's looking blurry on my end. Let's get this together. Happy hump day, everybody. Come on in. We're gonna get it together. Happy hump day. Hope y'all are well. Hold on. Okay, hold on. See here. Yeah, it's still a little blurry. Hold on. Let's get this together. I don't know what's going on here. It's better. All right. Happy hump day, you guys. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Listen. Get your Black Girl vitamins. If you haven't purchased your Black Girl vitamins lately, it's time for you to re-up. I had to re-up. I had to water some last night and re-up on some things. Okay. There's your link. Use an email you haven't used before. Go and get you your discount over to the Black Girl vitamins. If you haven't done so already, please and thank you. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let me say hi to the people before we jump right into this. What's up, Diamond Pearl Jim? What's up, Rock Chick, DB, Cross Country Cruiser, The Informed, Carmen, Gossip in the Garden. Hey. What's up, T? Miss Jocelyn, Brandon. What's up, Hart Fletcher, Alexis Thomas, Chuck, Kenneth. What's going on? Hey, Paul. What's up, Benji? Hey, Nay. Yolanda, what's going on? Half Pin, hey, girl. Another round, Lock Queen. Hey, Paul, Miss Rail. You need to re-up. Yes, honey, let's re-up. What's up, Southern Belle? If I didn't say hi, you done drop down, charge it to my head, not my heart. It's 75 of y'all in the chat. Y'all come on in. Hit that like button. Let's get comfortable. Kick your feet up. Hey, New Jones, what's up, boo? Hey, y'all. What's going on? Now, listen. And I know y'all sick of me saying this, but I mean it this time. I mean it this time. I really don't have that much to talk about, but I wanted to come down and show my face, so we're going to get into a few things. It's a few little odds and ends that's going on, but it ain't really nothing real major happening. But we're going to get into a few of the odds and the ends of the odds, honey. Y'all come on in. Hey, Xavier, what's up, boo? So, Vintage, what's up, Miss Bait Thing? All right. So, let's get into it. Ooh, y'all, I'm tired. Baby, them churn wore me out today. I'm just telling y'all they wore me out today. I'm tired. What's up, Jonathan? You gonna send me something for wifey's party? Cool. You had to pay the nephew business. I understand, baby. Listen, Jonathan, just hit me up. And I appreciate it. Whatever you was gonna send or going to send, thank you, and I appreciate it. I'm about to start ordering some things for that party probably this weekend. What's up, crazy homebody girl? Hey, y'all. Hi, y'all. Let's come on in. Now, listen, I told y'all we don't have a lot to talk about, but we're going to get into some things today, okay? Now, yesterday, I had Lil Durk. Y'all know that he Oh, you know what? Oh, shoot. Diamond Pearl Gem. I meant to, we're gonna have to talk about that another day because I really haven't. Well, we can get into it today. It's not in my title, but we can get into it today. Um, well, it wore me out because listen, I just got to get ready. I have to get used to, getting up in the morning, going to work, and pretty much being on my feet all day. I'm not one of them teachers that I don't teach from my desk. Most teachers don't teach from their desk. So, it's that getting up and walking around and, it's just work. It's just being back at work, yeah. It's just being back at work. Y'all, hold on. Before we do anything, I have this. Shit. Hold on, y'all. The thing that was empty. I'm sure knocked that can over. Y'all, I have an unboxing, and I have had this package for 2 days. Shout out to my girl Jeanette, who be looking out for me and be sending me little treats. And I did get this 2 days ago. If you in the bushes listening, I got this 2 days ago, but I wanted to unbox it on camera, and I forgot both days. So let me do it right now before I forget. I have this unboxing before I forget. I know Tim Curry passed away as well, baby. And I think I know what this is. Jeanette traveled down to my event in July, and we sort of talked about some stuff. So I think that's what this is. I have to find out though. Okay. Yep, this is it. Okay. So Jeanette sent me some. Oh, wow. No, this isn't what I thought it was. Oh, Jeanette. It is what, okay, it's a combination. Okay. So I'm going to show y'all what this is. So for those who were there in July, Jeanette was the oh gosh, it's blurry, y'all. Damn it. What is going on with this camera today? Hold on, y'all. Let me get this camera together. Okay. For those who were there in July, she was the woman with the camera. So this is what she sent me. This is a picture from the event in July. It's the group picture. It's the group picture from the event in July. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I'm gonna have to frame that. I'm gonna put that in the studio when I finally get the studio set up. It's going in the studio. Okay. But she also sent me, this is what I thought was in here. And she took so many beautiful pictures, baby. She was climbing up on chairs and getting all sorts of angles and all kinds of study. She also sent me this, and she told me she was going to send me this. This is the Philadelphia skyline. Again, I'm going to have to get these framed. It's the Philadelphia skyline. She's from Philadelphia, and as you guys know, my brother lived in Philadelphia for many years, so I have an affinity for the city. But I believe her brother did these. So this is like original artwork from her brother. This is like original artwork from her brother. So I'm going to have to frame these. I think I'm going to give one to my niece. Y'all know Niecy Pooh. Y'all know Niecy is from. I had to give one to Niecy, and then the other one will be mine. And I'll frame this as well. Thank you so much, Jeanette. If you're in the bushes or you catching this on the replay, mwah! Thank you so much. They are, and this is artwork. Like this is art. Like this isn't a photograph, And this is her brother's artwork, I believe. Yeah, it's signed down here at the bottom. This is her brother's artwork. Yeah. July 2nd, 2005. First of all, that's my birthday, July the 2nd. And then it says 2005. So it's 2 of them here. Thank you so much, Jeanette. So one of these, I'm going to make sure I get with, one of these, I'm going to give to Nisi. And then one I'm keeping. Thank you so much. And I had to get those framed. Thank you so much, Jeanette. I love, y'all know, y'all spoil me so much. I appreciate y'all. We're going to get the studio together. Treese is already threatening me. Actually, I'm working on it, y'all. So, like, I know y'all don't believe me because I said it so many times. But I'm actually in the process of getting some bookshelves. I had a bookshelf in there. It didn't quite work out. So I'm ordering a couple of bookshelves to get put in there. Once I get those, oh, there she is. Thank you so much, Jeanette. Once I get those bookshelves in there and I can get those like bookshelves set up and get a lot of that stuff organized and get, believe it or not, I've been getting stuff out of there. If y'all don't believe me, I have. Discord watch party this weekend. We're doing Still Magnolias and Clue. Okay, well, when and where, Tracy? And drop the Discord link. Y'all see how the Discord just be doing its own thing? I'll be knowing what's going on in that Discord. I just trust Tracy. Tracy said we having a watch party this weekend. We doing Still Magnolias and Clue. Can we do the 5 heartbeats at some point too? I feel like we need to do the 5 heartbeats in there somewhere. When is it gonna be, Tracy? It's hard. You have a lot of irons in the fire. Take your time. It is hard. And again, the problem with that back bedroom, first of all, if y'all could see it, y'all would understand. But I really have, I know y'all don't believe me, but I really have gotten a lot of stuff out of there. But I really feel like y'all never clean something up, and it seems like the more you work, the less it seems like anything is happening. Y'all, when I tell y'all I have taken so much stuff out of that back bedroom, y'all won't believe me. I'm taking old luggage. I took the bed out and put a sofa bed in there. I'm taking probably 4 or 5 bags of clothes out of here. I took stuffed animals. I've taken books. I've taken so much stuff out of that room, and I promise y'all it look like I ain't put a dent in shit. It just makes you realize once you start going through stuff, you realize how much stuff you have. And so that's kind of where I am, where that bookshelf, I told y'all I had to get those 2 bookshelves out. So I went through a lot of my books. I got rid of some books. I decided what I wanted to keep and what I wanted to get rid of. And then, like I said, I had a bookshelf and that didn't quite work out. So now I actually was looking at bookshelves like maybe 2 days ago. So I'm going to order 2 new bookshelves so I can put like caddy corner, put the bookshelves caddy corner. And so once I get those in there and set up, my best friend's husband, he's going to set everything up for me once I order him. He said he'll come over and put everything together and stuff. Once I get that stuff set up and I can get everything on those bookshelves, that will clear up a lot of stuff. That's because right now a lot of that stuff is on the floor because I had to get rid of the bookshelves. I think once I can get a lot of that stuff off the floor, the other thing is I need to clean off because I pulled the bed out. I need to clean off the bed again, put the sofa bed back together and make it a sofa again. That will open up. I think once I can see the progress, that will help a lot. So we're getting there, but I had to do some work to the ceiling. I've done some stuff in there. It's just not ready for me to be up there all day, every day doing this. It's just not ready for that, but it's getting there. I'm gonna get my living room back. Yes, I've been to the Salvation Army twice and doesn't like right. And that's what it looked, child. I feel like one day I just woke up and I felt like it was just too much shit in my house. So I've really been trying, like even here in the living room, even in my kitchen, cleaning out closets, just stuff. I cleaned out that hall closet last year, like last winter. And I got rid of so many like coats and stuff and jackets and coats that was in it. I was like, why do I have so many coats and jackets? It was just ridiculous. And I took all that stuff I took that to a shelter. But it was just like, why do I have so much shit? What's up, Miss French Kiss? So Tracy, when are y'all doing Still Magnolias? What day and what time? Put the schedule in the chat if you can, if you know. When are we doing Still Magnolias, and when are we doing the Five Heartbeats? My weekend is actually pretty flexible. I think I'm going to get my hair done Saturday morning. I can take these braids out and go get my hair done Saturday morning. But outside of that, I think my weekend is pretty wide open. So I'm kind of flexible. We got to do Beyond the Gates. I haven't talked to JB yet about when we're going to do Beyond the Gates. But other than that, I'm pretty flexible. So we have to figure it out. Okay, Tracy says all right, me and Tracy will figure out the time and everything. But get into the hold on a minute. Okay. Yep, my hairdresser just texted me back. So I'm going to get my hair done Saturday morning. So I'm going to start taking these braids out tonight. You know, I take them out of the middle section and just put this thing up in a ponytail. Yeah, I'm going to start taking these braids out tonight. Terrence said, I got a project management certification. You want me to build you a plan with checklists so you can see the progress on paper, even if you can't see it in the room? You know what, Terrence? Real talk. That's actually, I told y'all I've started doing that. I have started living my life by to-do lists. I have a whole pad. It's in the other room now, but I have a whole pad, and it's like literally when I think about something I have, and as I'm checking stuff off, it does give you a simple sense of accomplishment, even if it's something simple like I gotta call this particular place and set something up, or I have to pay this thing, So it does give you a sense of accomplishment as you are checking things off. Because I have it at work. I do it at work, and I have it here. Now the last couple of weeks I done fell off the wagon because, but I'm back on track. I'm back on track. I was actually looking for my to-do list. I was like, I was losing my mind because I was like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I gotta talk to Teresa and find out when we doing Cheat Lab. I think we doing it. Shit, are we doing it tonight? I already watched the episode. Are we doing it tonight? And I'm still working on the master class. I'm hoping to have all that tied up and have all that information out to you guys. And the master class is going to be on, building positive relationship between yourself and the school going into this new school year. And I know for some parents, that's hard. That's how I do all large tasks to include travel. Yes, I do. When I'm packing, I write out what I want to pack. Well, we've done it on Wednesday and Thursday, so I had to find out from Treese if she's available tonight or if she wants to do it tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to windmill YouTube with these commercials I can't skip. I'm sorry, Chuck. I don't have nothing to do with that. I told y'all I set my commercials on the same thing every time. If it's more, that's on YouTube. That is not on Really Be. I know my money is down, so YouTube, if you showing all these commercials, I know my money's low right now. What up, Cheryl? Hey, boo. Cheryl, is your auntie's getting playoff tickets? I was gonna call you today and ask you about that. All right. Let's get into it. So, thank you so much, Terrence. I do it even for cleaning. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I have to do it now because if not, I'm gonna forget to do stuff. So I have to write it down, give myself a to-do list, and check it off. Yeah. All right, let's get into it. What do we have today? Where are we starting off today? We're gonna come back to that. Y'all, Fenty is having a store-wide family like early bird special sale. I think I'm about to get in trouble with some Fenty today. I don't know if I never finished that purchase because I never did get those Fenty products, and I was never charged for them when I was gonna get that butter. I don't know, maybe it was out of stock or something. I don't know, but I never got it. But I was on the website earlier today, and you get an extra 30% off with the discount code, and I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble because I'm gonna order me some lipstick and I'm gonna order me some lotion and some body butter Um, mm-hmm. It must, yeah, ReneeInc@gmail.com for Zelle. Yes, sir. You got, oh, Tracy said I already did. I'm already on it. Yeah, I'm about to get in trouble. And you get like another discount if you buy like $125 worth. Like, yeah, I'm about to get in trouble. Mm-hmm. It's about to be a problem. The other thing, listen, I think it's a conspiracy for me to spend my damn money because the other thing is, and this is only going to interest football fans, football people. If you are not a football people person, you're not going to really care. Um, so the Washington Commanders slash Redskins have started selling Redskins merchandise again. And they have like a couple of t-shirts that I saw today on the website, and I want both of them. And I know they're gonna sell out. And so I think I'm gonna be buying those tonight too. I don't know why they've decided to start using the name Redskins again on their merchandise. And I know it's not politically correct. And I know as a history teacher and as a person of color, I shouldn't support it. However, I'm gonna get them 2 t-shirts that I want. It's an Art Monk t-shirt and it's a Sean Taylor t-shirt, and I want both of them. And I think I'm gonna order them tonight. So between Fenty and the Washington Commanders website, I'm about to spend some money today. And I don't need to spend no money, but I'm about to. Yes, I'm a perfume girl. I've been chilling on the perfume lately, but yes, I'm absolutely a perfume girl. Is it real? I heard there's a court case to allow them to use the name. It's real. It's on the website. It's coming through the Washington Commanders. No, it's real. Yeah, it's on the official website. It was announced today. Mm-hmm. No, it's real. Hold on, let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm subscribed to all the Commander stuff, honey. Speaking of Commanders, please and thank you. If you are not in our football league, go ahead and get logged in. Go ahead and get logged in. Oh Lord, that is not what I meant to do. Hold on. Here it is right here. The Washington Commanders are once again selling merchandise featuring the franchise's retired Redskins name and former logo, but the team says it does not signal a name change. So they're not going to go back to the Redskins. They're just going to make money off of it. Quote, it says, "We are required to maintain the marks in commercial usage till the marks remain under the franchise control," the organization said, explaining that the merchandise helps preserve its historical trademark rights. So they're doing this to continue the trademark rights. So among the merchandise the Commanders are selling are Art Monk, Daryl Green, and Sean Taylor t-shirts with the retired Redskins name and logo. Yeah, so I'm getting all 3. I didn't realize Daryl Green too. I'm getting all 3. Yep, absolutely. I'm getting all 3. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh no, that's old. Hold on, I'm trying to find something. I want to show y'all the picture of it. Hold on. Lord. Here it is right here. Child, why I can't find the picture of the shirt that I want to show y'all? Anyway, it's I can't find it now. Of course, I can't find it when I'm looking for it. I don't know why I can't never find stuff when I'm looking for it. Anyway. Maybe here it is right here. Hold on. Anyway, I want it. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see what French Kiss is telling me. I saw black-owned perfume brand. Hold on. Let me see. Now, why did you say Fenty? Now I'm online shopping. My bad. That might mean the court case is moving in their favor. I understand I ate at Bojangles today for the first time despite that name. Ooh, I never thought about that. Baby, I used to tear Bojangles up. Do you hear me? I used to tear me some Bojangles up. I love Calvin Klein's Truth Cologne for Men and Issey Miyake. I like Issey Miyake. Okay, hold on. Let me scroll. I didn't scroll up far enough. Hold on, Chris French Kiss. Have you tried Brown Girl Jane? No, I feel like somebody told me about them before. Hold on, y'all. I feel like somebody told me about them before. Brown Girl Jane. And you said that's a black-owned perfume brand? All right, send me the link when you get a chance. If y'all, because you know, by the time I get off here, I'm gonna forget. But I do want to. I want to check that out. Okay, I'm getting perfume during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. Okay, I have the Brown Girl Jane sample set, and I still haven't opened it. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Is that Sephora? Can we start a petition to make the Wizards change their name back? Please, I hate that name. Listen, we have always, when I say we have, I'm just going to speak for all of DC. We have always hated that name. It was stupid. Oh, was that Sephora? Okay. I'm going to have to check it out. Yeah, I have always hated that name, the Wizards. And the funny thing is, I like the name Mystics, but I hate the name Wizards. Maybe because I grew up with the name Bullets. You know what I'm saying? I grew up, so I don't know. But I'm with you, Terrence. I'll sign a petition. I'll sign it 10 times. Shit. Somebody said, what's going on with Mark Curry? So here's the thing. I don't have all the details, but we can go ahead and talk about it a little bit. I saw a couple of days ago where Raquel Lee, who was from the Amanda Show on Disney, she has alleged that an employee at Disney sexually assaulted her on a film set, and she claims that the studio did nothing. Okay, Xavier, you never heard of the Bullets? Xavier, you really be hurting my feelings. Oh, shit. The Bullets are the name of the Wizards. They changed the name in the 90s because they said that because DC had so much violence going on that they didn't feel like the name Bullets was a great like name for a city that already had so much violence. So they changed the name to the Wizards. Xavier, you say stuff and you be so innocent, you don't even mean, but you be making me feel so old sometimes. I swear you do. And you be so innocent. You're just so innocent in your question. Who are the Wizards? Moving right along. So I'm just gonna read y'all this quick blurb down to the Jasmine brand because I really don't have a lot of information. So then it came out after she made these allegations. Then it came out, I want to say yesterday, it came out that she did have an agreement with Mark Curry, but of course it's probably a non-disclosure agreement, so we're not supposed to know the details of it. But I'm gonna read y'all, and again, I haven't had a chance. I haven't had a chance to really deep dive into this, you guys. I honestly forgot to add it to my list. It says new details have emerged in former child star Raquel Lee's lawsuit against Disney. Lee reportedly reached a confidential settlement with actor Mark Curry back in 2015, years before filing her current lawsuit accusing Disney of failing to protect her from alleged abuse as a teenager. Curry played Lee's father in the 2001 Disney Channel movie The Pool proof point. According to reports, attorney Gloria Allred represented Lee in the previous settlement. The terms of the agreement have not been disclosed. The reported settlement does not mean that Curry admitted any wrongdoing. The revelation comes after Lee, who is now 39, sued Disney, alleging an unnamed middle-aged male employee repeatedly abused her while she was filming The Pool Point at age 14. Her lawsuit claims that the employee supplied her with alcohol and that adults working on the production failed to intervene despite signs that something was wrong. Lee is seeking damages from Disney for alleged negligence, emotional distress, and economic losses. The employee accused in her lawsuit is not identified by name in the complaint, and reports about the prior Curry settlement do not establish that he is the unnamed employee referenced in the Disney lawsuit. Let me say this. I think because I don't know. Yeah, I saw memes of the video, but I haven't had a chance to look at it. I do not know if Mark Curry is not the person she's speaking of. I really feel bad that he is now being drugged into this. Their settlement could be about something totally different. It could have absolutely nothing to do with her situation. It could be something totally different. These could be two totally different situations, and I would hate that he would be pulled into it if it wasn't him. You know, when did Mark Curry work for Disney as an executive? Well, I didn't read the actual lawsuit, but this article doesn't say as an executive. This article says, let me make sure I'm reading this right. She said that right. It doesn't say that the person was an executive. Not in this article. Now, maybe you read something else that says the person was an executive, but in this article, it just says that the person that she said did it was. She said it happened while she was filming The Pool Point at age 14. Her lawsuit claims that the employee supplied her with alcohol and that adults working on the production failed to intervene despite signs that something was wrong. It says that thanks French Kiss, I just got your text. It says that hold on. Yeah, it just says he's an employee. I don't see anything where it says he's an executive. Again, unless you read a different article. This article doesn't say the person was an executive. It just says they worked on the film. So, what's up, nephew? Hey, boo. Yeah. Bougie kitty caramel milk, but I'm told that I need to finish a bottle before I can get another one. You probably are being told that, Tracy. So there, I have not done a lot of research on it, but what it sounds like is, let me be clear. I feel like I always have to say this before we start talking about sexual assault allegations. I believe her, okay? You know, I'm going to side with the woman. I believe her. I'm going to side with the woman. However, what it sounds like is back in 2015, she filed a lawsuit against, nope. Hold on. Let me change what I'm going to say because that's not what I was going to say. I don't mean to say what I was going to say. Let me rewind. Bloop, 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 bloop. It sounds like that in 2015, whatever her issue was with Mark Curry, there was a situation. Now, the fact that Gloria Allred represented her, we know the types of cases that Gloria Allred takes. So it sort of lends to that might be the case, but we do not know that. There is nothing that has been put out there. It sounds like she is now going after the studio itself for not protecting her. Why she waited 10 years, don't know, don't care, not my business. Cause again, y'all know I'm not gonna get into why people wait, to file these lawsuits when they've been violated. Okay. I'm not gonna do that. But what I am gonna say is that's what it sounds like, that she's going after Disney. And if she feels like Disney did not protect her, in light of what we've been saying about Hayden Panettiere and these other things, I was listening to some of her book the other day. Hayden just came out with her memoir about 6 months ago, and I was listening to a little bit of her book the other day. Listen, that baby went through a lot. She said they were giving her happy pills at the age of 13. It sounds very Drew Barrymore-ish to me. Okay. Oh, bougie. Yum bougie. Vanilla 28. Y'all know I love me a vanilla. I had to hide it from my niece. She really was trying to take it. See? I mean, Gloria also represented Quintessa and also helped Harvey Weinstein. She ain't. Oh, wow. Okay. Y'all got me. Now I'm going to have to go over there to Sephora. Don't make me spend no money tonight, honey. Mm-hmm. Your collection is a lot. Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. You ain't got to tell me. All right. Now, Big Tigger's wife, I forgot to tell you guys this. Big Tigger's wife was arrested again, honey. She was arrested again. Pam did report this the other day, but it looks like her bond was revoked for violating the bond restrictions. And she had a hearing earlier this week as it relates to that. Y'all know that she was, suing Fulton County and whatever. Baby, listen. Alicia, if I was you, I would just go sit down somewhere. Yeah, she was released on bond. She was released on bond, but she had to stay in Baltimore. Because her case is up in Baltimore. So she was released on bond. But then she got arrested again because allegedly she was harassing the father of her. So her, she doesn't have custody of her other kids. Tigger has the youngest one, and then the father of the Mr. Tigger, the young man that was like, Mr. Tigger, Mr. Tigger, Mr. Tigger, he's staying with his father. His father lives in Baltimore. So allegedly she was harassing him. Allegedly she was harassing him, and so she was violated. Mm-hmm. All right, so wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Thank you for the flower. Thank you, sweet candy. Thank you. Has anyone had anything from the Harlem Perfume Company? Is black owned? No, I've never heard of them either. What's the NFL Pro Bowl? It's like the NBA All-Star game, but for the NFL. They should offer a deal, drop the charges in exchange for the daughter. I think that's what they want, is the daughter. Thank you, Janelle. You sent me something for back to school. Thank you, boo. I didn't even see it. My apologies. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you so much. I didn't even see it. Hold on. This is Treese texting me now about Cheehab child. On Zelle? Okay. I'm going to check my Zelle. I didn't see it. Thank you. As soon as I'm waiting for Treese to text me back, and then I'll check my Zelle. You sent it today or you sent it like the other day or something? I didn't get a notification. I don't know why I didn't get a notification, but thank you so much. All right. I'm waiting for Tracy. Not Tracy. Treese to text me back. Okay, so there's that. All right, looks like we might be going like at 9. Okay. The other day. Okay, I'll double check it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, let's get into it. All right. Reasonable Doubt will be back October the 4th. Listen, we about to be popping. Right now, the review channel don't have a whole lot going on, but baby, in about 2 weeks, it's about to be on and popping. Okay, we have the Real Housewives of New York, the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. We have Different World. We have Love and Marriage Huntsville. We have Traitors. And then the first week of October, we have Reasonable Doubt season 4. Oh, baby, it's about to be on and popping. Over on the review side of things, make sure you are subscribed, honey. Make sure you are subscribed. It's about to be on and popping. Y'all know I love Reasonable Doubt. And Rutina, is that her name? From that she was on Queen Sugar. She is going to be on this season. Of course, my girl from the Pank. Hold on, who's this calling me? She's going to be on this season. They bringing back Morris Chestnut. I don't know. Tommy is still going to be on there. So it's going to be on and popping, child. I'm so proud of Reasonable Doubt. It's a little show that could. Me too. I'm so proud of it too. Exactly. Yes, Kerry Washington is the executive producer. Yeah, it's her show. Let me see. What'd you say, Tracy? Say. Oh damn, they got rid of the Pro Bowl. Cheryl don't watch football, but I like I saw some of that earlier, but they're not gonna do the Pro Bowl anymore. Well, the NFL, they've already watered it down. I mean, they watered it down to just a flag football game. So let me tell you guys the thing about the Pro Bowl. So first of all, once upon a time, the Pro Bowl was like the finale to the NFL season. It used to be after the Super Bowl, right? Then they moved it from after the Super Bowl to in between, the 2 weeks in between the Super Bowl. So once they moved it from after the Super Bowl to the 2 weeks in between the Super Bowl, pretty much anybody that was still any players that were playing in the Super Bowl weren't going to show up for the Pro Bowl. Why would they? Right? Then people were complaining about, people would get hurt in the Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl is basically, again, it's just an exhibition game. But because football is so violent and it is so it's not like playing a basketball game and it's rare that somebody would get a major injury in the NBA All-Star game. But in the Pro Bowl, people really were getting hurt. And of course, with CTE and with concussion protocol, they're really trying to reduce all of as much as they can. So then they pretty much took it to, it's just a flag football game at this point. It's like a flag football game and a bunch of like run and shoot type drills, like they do in the All-Star game with the 3-point shot and that kind of thing. And so it got to the point where people just didn't show up. I mean, it went from people being identified as a Pro Bowler and you down to like the 3rd or 4th string, somebody that's going to show up. And it used to be in Hawaii, which of course that was a big incentive because before football players were making $50-60 million a year, getting a free trip to Hawaii was a big deal. When football players weren't making, a lot of money, it was a big deal to get a free trip to to Hawaii. So when they took it from Hawaii, and I think it's in Miami now or something, when they took it from Hawaii, And then they made it where it's because I used to the Pro Bowl growing up was like a bucket list for me. I was like, oh, I want to go to Hawaii and I want to go to the Pro Bowl. But once they moved it from Hawaii to here, I was no longer interested. It just wasn't something I wanted to do. And then once it became a flag football game, like who even watches it? So the fact that I saw where they're getting rid of it. I mean, I don't think it's a moneymaker for them at this point. The NFL probably makes a lot more money continuing to do to hype up the Super Bowl in that 2-week window from the final the final playoff game to the Super Bowl. They make more money doing things to hype that up than they probably do spending money on what amounts to this exhibition game. I think it was a flag football game and they had like the Manning brothers were coaches on the opposite team and it was nothing. I still watch. I'm Team Eli as a coach. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where I'll catch it if it's on, but it's not. I don't go out of my way to watch it. But I'm like, oh, the Pro Bowl coming on today. You know, my cousin was stationed in Hawaii, so I was able to go 3 years in a row. Oh wow, see, I'm jealous of you. I'm jealous because I definitely wanted to go. People are saying the same thing about the W. Wait a minute, hold on. People are saying the same. Hold on. Hold on. People are saying the same thing about the WNBA and NBA All-Star games. Nobody want to risk injury before the playoffs. But it's a lot easier to avoid injury in a basketball game than in a football game. You know what I mean? But yeah, people, yeah, right. And the All-Star games are right before the playoffs. So yeah, you're right. Yeah. So I think once people stop showing up, it just, yeah. They're probably losing more money to have the Pro Bowl. Yeah, I agree. I think they're losing money. Yep. But I did see that earlier today. Okay. I'm gonna have to. Ooh, y'all about to make me spend some money tonight. I'm not doing this with y'all. Perfume, Fenty, Redskins. I'm not doing this with y'all. They said that y'all, it's been all sorts of Dolly Parton stuff. Okay, it's been all sorts of Dolly Parton stuff. They said Dollywood was packed today. That's to be expected. They say that her music has increased over 200% on all the streaming platforms. That's also to be expected. They said that a biopic was already in the works prior to her passing away. I also saw today where she recorded her last song, and it's not to be unsealed until her 100th birthday. So I think they said 2045 is when that song will be played for the first time, and it's at Dollywood. So it's been all sorts of Dolly Parton tributes that I've seen all over the internet. I believe that the Empire State Building lit up in pink at 9:25 last night, like working 9 to 5. The bridge in Nashville lit up in pink last night. I even saw a clip of where the band over at Buckingham Palace played 9 to 5. Now I don't know how some of this stuff, I don't know if it's true or if it's recent. Because the reality is it's been so much so fast so soon. I'm wondering if some of the stuff I'm seeing is stuff that's already happened and it's just resurfacing. But either way, it doesn't matter. It's well deserved. For whatever it is, it's well deserved. It's well deserved. There's even a petition to rename the airport in Nashville after Dolly Parton. Hey, I'm not mad at none of it. You didn't know "I Will Always Love You" was her song until today. It's pretty amazing. How you didn't know that, girl? Yeah. When when Lord, I can't get it out. When When Whitney Houston sang it, that's when I found out, because prior to that, because the Four Tops sang it, and I knew it as a Four Top song. So when was it? Yeah, Levi Stubbs. So when Whitney Houston sang it for The Bodyguard, I thought she remade the Four Top song, and that's when I found out that the Four Tops remade her song. Dolly Parton originally sang it, and then the Four Tops did it, and then Whitney Houston did it. And she said that the money she made off of the royalties when Whitney Houston redid it and it broke all of these records, she said the money she made off the royalties, she bought a strip mall in like a black neighborhood in Nashville, and renovated it and opened it's like houses all these black businesses. Mm-hmm. When she had, right, a couple of years ago when she performed at the halftime at the Cowboys, she had on that Cowboys chilling uniform. Mm-hmm. Dolly presented the Grammy to Whitney. Yeah. Yep, $10 million she made in royalties off of Whitney Houston singing it. Because Dolly made so much money off of her music because she wrote all her music. She wrote her music, sang her music, performed her music. Dolly probably made 90% of all of the money on her music, because she's a writer. The writers are going to make the money. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Baby, they said down at Miami-Dade, the schools reported nearly 19,000 student enrollment drop. 19,000 student enrollment drop the first day. Now, what they're saying is, obviously, that's not a final count. Some kids may come late, some kids may show up, whatever. It's not a final count, but they're attributing that drop to a variety of things. Of course, vouchers. A lot of kids are getting those vouchers and they're leaving the traditional public school and they're going in a private school with those vouchers. And obviously down in Miami, the immigrant conflict, where a lot of immigrants have either been sent out of the country or scared to come to school. We know the situation with the Haitian immigrants. So it's a combination. Up here, I saw something up here where they said Maryland enrollment has dropped in the state of Maryland. I think it's issue across the board. I don't think it's just, I mean, that's a lot of kids. 19,000 is a lot. But I think it's across the board. One, I don't think we're having kids like we used to. That's number one. And again, remember, that count is for public school. It's not for all schools. Two, there's an increase in kids enrolling in online schools, non-traditional schools. We have micro schools. We have online school or home school. Of course, we have charter schools, and we have the vouchers. So that's part of it right there. A lot of kids are just being enrolled in non-traditional schools that are not public schools. Again, remember, those numbers are just the public school system. So those 19,000 kids, it doesn't mean that they're just all gone or they're not going to school. They're just not going to public school. You know? But here's the thing. When enrollment drops, it affects everything. It affects the budget. It affects what those schools can do. And what also, and we talked about this on the teacher project, the federal government is not sending money to these schools that they normally would or that they promised to do. So a lot of schools, especially in the blue states, are already at a deficit. Already at a deficit. I know Maryland, they have our federal dollars are not coming. And every school, excuse me, every school district in, oh, there's the shirt right there. You can't see, it's just the top of the shirt. But that's the shirt right there. That's the Art Monk shirt. That's just the top of it though. But I think every school district in the state of Maryland is working at a deficit. That's why I'm sitting in a class right now with 40 kids. Because we had to cut the budget so much and we had to cut teachers so much. That's why we sitting with classrooms now with 40 kids in the classroom. Thank you. Texas, they have the judge strikes down the Texas ban on drag shows and tells people offended by them, just don't go. And he quoted Dolly Parton when he said it. He said, just don't go. If you are offended by drag shows, just don't go. Thank you, Terrence. Thank you. It says here that in his ruling, the judge mentioned Dolly Parton, whose death was announced Tuesday, and criticized the law's definition of banning performances that appeal to the prudent interests, citing people who would chastise Parton as a voluptuous sex symbol because of her big hair, flamboyant clothes, and breast exposure. A lot of people, again, I do hope they make a biopic, and I hope that it's done. I hope it's done right and it's done well, because I don't think a lot of people really understand the fights that Dolly Parton went through in the country music industry, because of who she was and who she liked to be. I was listening to an interview with her when she said, she grew up in a very, religious household. They weren't allowed to wear makeup, and they didn't have a lot of money, so they didn't have a lot of clothes and stuff, but they weren't allowed to wear makeup and do all the things. And she said every time they would go into town, there was this woman who was clearly, a woman of the night. And Dolly Parton said, I loved her so much because she wore this red lipstick and she had these long red fingernails, and she was so, voluptuous, and she was so flamboyant, and I loved her and I wanted to be her. And that's who I wanted to be when I grew up. Like, obviously not understanding that she was a prostitute, but she was like, that is who I wanted to be when I grew up. And so, I don't think a lot of people understood the fights that she had to fight growing up in the country music industry as a woman. I mean, look at who her counterparts were. Loretta Lynn. She was the total opposite of a Loretta Lynn, Did I say 40 what? What did I say 40 about? Jessica, I'm gonna be honest, baby, I don't know what I said. What did I say 40 about? I'm sorry. I don't know what I said. Yeah, tell me what I said. I don't know. Oh yeah, 40. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, no. That's what I said. 40. Yeah, I got 40 kids. Yeah. Well, I have 37. I'm sorry. Let me be fair. I have 37. Yes, I have a class that has 37 students. Yes. I just rounded it up to 40. But no, if I'm going to be accurate, I'll be accurate. I have 37. But there are teachers in my building that have 40 kids in the class. There are teachers in my building that have 40 kids. Yes. But that's because we had to cut so much. And again, let's be clear. When schools have to cut budgets, the first thing they do is cut teachers. They don't cut at the top. They don't reduce at the top. They cut at the ground level. Because the county where I work, they could probably get rid of some executives that make a whole lot of money and save some teachers' jobs, but that's not what they chose to do. And no teacher's aide. I've never had a teacher's aide. I have had a co-teacher if I have special education students in my class, by law, they have to put a co-teacher in my room. But no, absolutely not. I've never had a co-teacher. I mean, a teacher's aide. Shonda Rhimes renews her deal with Netflix for another 5 years. Shout out to Sandra Rhimes. Good for her. Right, Diamond Pearl Gem. That might as well be 40. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Yep. And that's one thing I will say about DC. DC does have a cap on how many kids they can put in the class without having to pay extra. Now, they can put more kids in your class, but they got to pay you. The county where I work now, there's no cap. They can put as many kids in your class as they want to. And I don't know, I don't understand why the union doesn't. Like, of all the things the union collective bargains for us, that's one thing they need to be collective bargaining. Put a cap on these classrooms. They said that Malcolm Jamal Warner's trust has been settled. It said it has been resolved and that the wife appears to have gotten nothing. I have not read the actual court documents. This is a headline. Y'all know that sometimes headlines can be deceiving. So when it says that she appeared to get nothing, I don't know what that definition is. What I'm going to say is based on what we read, and again, we had one side of the story. We only read the complaint. We didn't read the answer. We didn't read the court's decision. But based on, it says that the daughter was taken care of. It looks like they said, according to this, it says the daughter looks like she got the bulk of the estate. Um, I'm going to be honest and tell you, I feel like she should have gotten what she was entitled to in the prenup. I'm not saying she didn't, because again, I have not read the actual court documents to see what she did or did not get. But based on this headline, which the headline could be deceiving, is saying that it looks like she didn't get anything. And I feel like she should have gotten at least what was entitled to her in the prenup. Maybe not the stipend for being his assistant, because girl, you was his assistant for years and you never got paid, so whatever. But certainly the life insurance policy that he was supposed to have taken out for her. I think it was like two different life insurance policies that he was supposed to take out for her. I think she should have gotten that. Now again, I ain't nobody's attorney. I ain't been to nobody's law school, so clearly my opinion. Okay, cool. Clearly my opinion is just based off of my layman's, 2 cents. But I feel like personally, she should have at least gotten that. Now, I understand the daughter being taken care of, and I'm glad that the daughter is being taken care of. Great for her. But I don't know, y'all. The two of them were together for, like, she didn't fall out the sky. They weren't like together for 2 months before he passed away. Like, they've been together for years, and they had a child together, and they were married. And I get it if he didn't put those things in place. So I feel like at the very least, she should have gotten what was in the prenup. But that's just me. And again, I don't know what she didn't or did or did not get. And maybe she said, "Hey, just take care of my daughter. I'll be okay." Because remember, like a she's like a PhD or something. Like, it's not like she's like no. Remember when we were reading it? Like, she had a whole career before. I think she's a lawyer or a PhD or something. So she's not like some bum on the street or nothing like that. She can work. But I just feel like, based on what we read, I feel like that she was at least entitled to that. Now that's just my 2 cents. But again, that's why you got to make sure you put stuff in place. I'm just saying. Okay. Here it is right here. Okay, here's a better picture of it. That's the shirt, y'all. So you see how it had, that's the Art Monk one. See how it has the Redskin insignia on it? So they have Art Monk, Sean Taylor, and Daryl Green. So that's what the shirt looks like. And I want all three. I'm sorry, but the mama is giving Scrooge. Again, we only have one side of the story. She's a psychologist. Yeah, she's definitely a professional. But we only and again, I'm trying to be fair because I don't know. We never read the other side, so we only know what she's alleging. But it does sound like that's the Sean Taylor one. But it does sound like, it just sounds like it could be better. I don't know. But anyway, moving right along. Okay. All right, let's get into it. Okay. We almost at the end of the road. According to what has been posted here, it says that Dorit and her husband's home has been ordered to be sold. Dorit and PK's house has been ordered to be sold. Um, so there's that. It's not going to go up for foreclosure. They're going to, well, I guess they're going to sell it. So I guess that's the agreement that they came upon. Remember, that's what PK wanted. PK wanted to sell the house. He told Dorit, according to him, he told Dorit that he would pay the mortgage or whatever, but he needed her to downsize. And she didn't want to leave that house. He said, we even found some alternatives. We found some houses that were more in the price range I needed them to be, and she refused, and that's why the house was going into foreclosure, because he was like, well, I'm not paying the mortgage. Like, I told y'all to pay the mortgage, but I wasn't paying the mortgage at that house. I was going to pay the mortgage at, like, we needed to downsize house. And she refused to leave, so I was like, I'm not going to pay the mortgage. So the house was getting ready to go into foreclosure, and then she said, well, he said he was going to pay, and he said, I'm not paying, and so there's that. So now the house, it looks like the judge ordered that the house be sold. So Dorit, you right back where you started. You're gonna have to downsize, ma'am. And now you're gonna downsize without PK's money, unless the court makes him through the divorce. Now at least on the front end, you would have been downsizing with PK's money. Now you're downsizing without PK money. Chuck, she wasn't even there when that man died. Don't start that rumor. She wasn't even there. He was out swimming, and she was back at the house. Chuck, don't do that. See, don't start them rumors. That woman wasn't even there. Her and the daughter were back at the house. Sleep. Tracy. Tracy just being messy. The daughter was not with him. They cleared all of those were rumors. They cleared all of that up. The wife nor the daughter were with him when he died. He was out there taking a morning swim. Neither one of them were there. That was all cleared up. A lot of that was like, when something happens and everybody it wasn't true. They were on vacation. They were on vacation together, but she wasn't there. He got up for a morning swim. Remember, he was trying to help it was another swimmer that was drowning. He was trying to help them, and he got carried away, carried off into the tide or whatever. Because he was a great swimmer. He just got caught up in the riptide. Anyway, that's how rumors get started. Moving right along. Now, in other Real Housewives of Beverly Hills news, now let me tell y'all something. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about this upcoming season because I don't really see it for Bowles. I don't really see it for Dorit. She really getting on my nerves. Erica's tied. I didn't know how I was gonna feel about this new season, but baby, these two new housewives that they've announced, the housewife from last week that we talked about, who don't see it for Dorit, who don't like Dorit, who be giving Dorit the business, baby, I'm here for you. Okay? And I ain't saying I'm gonna like her either, but I'm gonna like her for right now. But they announced today that Miss Leah Remini herself is joining the cast of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Now listen, I don't know if she's gonna make a good housewife or not. We never know how these things are gonna play out until after the season starts. But I love me some Leah Remini. Y'all know I love me some Leah Remini. I've been following her journey as it relates to Scientology. Now, Leah, listen, hey, Leah, I know you have your trauma as it relates to Scientology, and I'm here for it. You suing them. You done had your 20-part docuseries, and you done had your seasons of exposing Scientology. I'm here for it, okay? I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But what I don't want is for you to make that your whole storyline. You got to give me something other than Scientology, okay? I need more. I need more. But Leah don't play no games, y'all. She don't hold her tongue. She say what needs to be said, and she don't play. And I'm here for it. Also, remember, she's going through, she's recently out of a divorce, right? Didn't her and her husband split up a year or so ago? Okay. Yeah, I don't know this Tracy Tudor lady. I don't think I'm gonna like her. But if she's coming, for Dorit, I'm here for it. Yeah, I'm watching. I'm here for it. If she gonna give Dorit something to talk about, I'm here for it. Where is Shelly Miscavige? Did they ever find her? I think they found her handwriting. I think she's produced like I don't think I think let me say I don't know. Cause I feel like I read somewhere that maybe she like made an appearance or something, but but I don't know. I don't remember. So I'm gonna just leave it at I don't know. I'm gonna leave it there. That's the best thing I got is I don't know. Now, let me say this about the Dolly Parton, and then we're going to move on. A lot of people have been giving tributes to Dolly Parton. We saw Beyonce, we saw Miley Cyrus, we saw Kelly Clarkson. Like all of the people, right? All of the people have been saying all of the great things about Dolly Parton. Jane Fonda gave this beautiful, heartfelt letter that I read earlier today. Beautiful. Jane Fonda said her heart is broken, honey. It was beautiful. But let me say this. Listen, we don't need no backhanded compliments. We don't need no backhanded, tributes. If you didn't fuck with her, it's okay to just not say nothing. It's okay. Hey, it's okay to just not say nothing. You don't have to say, I'm going to read y'all what this one person said. I'm going to tell you who it was on the back end, but I'm going to read you what they said. This person said, excuse me, I didn't agree with her advocating for transgender and COVID vaccine support, but loved her anyway. Thank you for choosing me, Dolly, to be your movie daddy. See, you could have kept that to yourself. You could have just said, thank you for choosing me to be your movie daddy. You could have said, I loved you. You did not have to preface by saying, even though we didn't agree, yeah, it was Rick Schroder's ass. And I used to like Rick Schroder too. Some of the survivors she was supposed to help said she never did anything for them. I wonder if it'll come up. Ooh, interesting. But like, why? Like, you didn't. That's a backhanded ass compliment. Like, you didn't have to say none of that just because you were anti-vaxxer. We know you're MAGA. Like, you didn't have to say, yeah, Rick Schroder. We know all of that. Like, we know you're MAGA. You were anti-vaxxer, and clearly, okay, you're against transgender people. That's fine. That's your business. I don't even care. Cause, sir, when is the last time we seen Rick Schroder on anything, doing anything? I don't care. The last time we saw Rick Schroder was when he paid the bail for that boy that shot them people during the Black Lives Matter protests during George Floyd. Well, I don't even remember that boy's name. Y'all know that young boy whose parents dropped him off and he was walking down the street with that gun and he killed them people. That's the last I saw of Rick Schroeder, so I already knew what he was. I knew he was MAGA because you paid to bail that boy out of jail and help pay for his lawyers. So I already knew what you were. I already knew what you were on. Kyle Rittenhouse, thank you. That's him. That's the last I even heard your name, sir. So you could have kept this to your damn self. All you had to say was, thank you for allowing me to be your movie buddy. And that could have been the end of your tribute. We didn't need all the rest of this shit. Anyway, moving right along. I just saw that and I just, that's an example of you could have kept that to yourself. That's just an example of you could have kept that to yourself. I used to love me some Rick Schroeder and Silver Spoons. I sure did. But like I said, after I saw him, sorry y'all. After I saw him pay that boy's bail and help pay for his lawyer, I said, "Oh, okay. Well, I see what side of I see what side of the fence you on." Here we are, face to face, a couple of silver spoons, hoping to find we're two of a kind. I remember that damn Alfonso Ribeiro was on Silver Spoons. I remember that. I used to love Silver Spoons. I thought it was a cute little show. It's still a cute show. He was a kid then. I mean, we didn't know he was gonna grow up and be MAGA. I mean, who knew? His kids were on his daughters. I didn't know that his daughters were on a reality show. Sounds just like Donald Trump making it about himself. Mm-hmm. Anyway, moving right along. Now listen. Over there on Zeus, in the Zeus world, we got some stuff going on, child. Now, Lemuel Plummer. All right, so listen, Lemuel Plummer and That's Now TV, I think it's called. Now That's TV, excuse me. They've had this issue. I'm gonna just read y'all what I found online, and then we're gonna talk about what's happening. So That's Now TV is an independent subscription-based streaming network known for high drama, unscripted reality television program similar to the Zeus Network. So this is like a competitor to Zeus. So here is the conflict between them. This is what I was able to find online, and then we're gonna talk about what's going on now, child. It says the tension between Lemuel Plummer and the CEO and co-founder of the Zeus Network, and Now That's TV, stems from a fierce rivalry in the digital TV space and recent talent crossover issues. So what it looks like is yesterday, or the day before yesterday, Now That's TV dropped a trailer for a new show. And in that trailer, some of the baddies from Zeus Network was in the trailer, okay? I believe Mariah Lynn, what's her name? Tashiki, Takeshi. I don't know these people because I don't watch these shows. I know Mariah Lynn from Love and Hip Hop. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe. And I'm admitting it because I did the shit. Okay, her. Okay. So as a result of this trailer dropping yesterday, Lemuel went to his social media to remind. I said it right the first time. I don't even remember what I said the first time. Tashiki. I don't remember what I said the first time. But her, that lady, Takashi. Did I say that? Okay. So Lemuel Plummer posted down to his social media, basically reminding the people that they have these contracts. So let me tell you what it says here, okay? He said, this is what Lemuel Plummer put on his social media. I guess when one baddie is no longer the heaviest hitter and the other has tens of thousands of people signing petitions demanding she stay off the show, they both realize their value has diminished and run to the knockoff Tubi Timu brand. We already know they don't have Zeus budgets, so y'all must be accepting EBT payments or something. Anyway, contractual breaches are very real and will vigorously enforce every right and remedy afforded to us under the respective agreements they signed. My team just spoke with some of the baddies regarding the fake news announcement. Apparently, they didn't even sign agreements with those girls. They merely offered them $10,000 to $15,000 to experience gang violence. Well, sir, you just paying them a little bit more to experience the same thing. Once upon a time, not long ago, of course, that's a dig on Mariah Lynn. Like today, we're looking to cast a Newport-less, blonde-haired, blue-eyed baddie. Wow. Damn. I'm going to read that one more time. Once upon a time, not long ago, like today, we're looking to cast a Newport-less, blonde-haired, blue-eyed baddie. Wow. Now, Mariah Lynn said, hold on, let me find it. That's not it. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, shoot. Hold on, y'all. Let me find the article. Oh, here it is right here. Now, Mariah Lynn went on to speak, and what she said was, Mariah Lynn said the following. She said, one thing about knowing your worth, you also got to know when it's time to take your value somewhere it's actually valued. So while y'all are counting pockets, petitions, and networks, I'm counting new beginnings. Never be scared to leave a table that stops serving you, especially when I brought plenty to it. She also stated, Lemmy, I hope you're not talking about me. I pray you're not talking about me. I'm still coming to the reunion. I'm still going to perform. Oh, no, wait a minute. I'm sorry. This isn't Mariah Lynn. This is somebody else. Hold on, y'all. This is... wait a minute. Mariah Lynn also continued to say, no pennies were exchanged. Before addressing Lemmy's comments about contracts, she said, can't scream breach when you breached first. She's saying that she don't have no contract. Like, he ain't paid her nothing. Okay. And then Ivory, who's another baddie, this is what Ivory said. She said, Lemmy, I hope you're not talking about me. I pray that you're not talking about me. I'm still coming to the reunion. I'm still going to perform. I'm still going to beat every bitch that I need to beat up. See what I'm saying? You doing the same thing? Y'all, y'all know he just went through this with Jocelyn. When Jocelyn wanted to do her own thing and he started talking about breach of contract and all of that. So it's the same concept, y'all. Listen, we already know that. I mean, I know. I feel like. I don't know for a fact. I don't know these people. In my opinion, Lemmy full of shit. Lemuel is full of shit. His network is all about exploitation. Now, these these people are allowing themselves to be exploited, and they are grown. So I mean, I'm not, they're allowing it to happen for with the money that they're making. But you talk about gang violence for pennies. Okay, well, you're offering the same thing. You just paying a little bit more. I mean, what's the difference? Gang violence and you giving me $100,000, and gang violence and you giving me $10,000. It's still just violence. It's still just violence. Didn't Ray J and them just play fight on Zeus? They did. Thank you, Nisa. Thank you for the jewels. Thank you, boo. They did. They did. Thank you. I'm glad you here. I missed you too, girl. But anyway, that's all I got, y'all. That's all I got, y'all. We about to at 9:00 we're going live to talk about this Chehab the last episode of Chehab down to the what's that thing called? The Chehab, the put a ring on it, Chehab. So me, Treese, and Nails will be talking about that at 9:00. Again, I got one more person I need to hear from as it relates to books and bourbon. Everybody else I've heard from. I got one more person I need to hear from. So if you've already talked to me, I ain't talking about you, but there's one person I haven't heard from because I'm finalizing. I told y'all I want to finalize everything this weekend. I told you everything was due by the end of the month. It's only one more person I need to hear from. As far as Ebby's birthday, I've had a few people reach out to me over the last couple of days about Ebby's birthday. So again, it is the weekend of November the 6th, 7th, and 8th in Charlotte, North Carolina. We do still have, I believe, 2 more spots available if you want to stay at the house. That's $400 for the weekend. That includes your room and board, food, drink at the house. If you are just in the Charlotte area or you're coming to Charlotte and you just want to come for the day, it's $75 for the day. Again, that covers your food, drink, snacks, and all of those things. Okay? Okay. I'm going to keep my opinion to myself. Why, child? Come on over there and speak your mind. You do it. You better come on over there and speak your mind, child. Again, the Tribo 2.0 final payment is due November the 28th. I know that date is creeping up. Creep. Start being on the lookout for the Black Friday sales or the pre-Black Friday sales. That's the cheapest that your drink package and your internet package, that's the cheapest that those things are going to be. So start being on the lookout for that, for the Black Friday or the pre-Black Friday sale. That's going to probably start in the next couple of weeks. So have your coins ready. And for those of you that have already booked, you may see that you have a $75 credit on your room, and you may use that $75 to go towards your drink package or go towards your internet package. You can use that now. So that is there for you. RIP to Jane Bradford Hobbs. She was a songwriter for Motown. She was 87. She also helped start Motown. Isn't she the one that helped found it? Motown, not like financially, but she was there from day one, like with Berry Gordy, like from the she was there from got it out the mud with him, I believe. Yeah, Party Capricorn. I had heard about that. The guy that's on life support. That was on in the movie Menace Society. Yeah, I did hear about that. Yeah. So those are my announcements. Our subscriber count ain't changed. Now listen. In order for us to hit that goal by January, we gotta, and I'm not talking about y'all, because y'all are already subscribed. But if you know some friends, share us out, something, child. We gotta figure something out. We done got stagnant again. For a while but we done got stagnant again. YouTube be playing so many games, honey. But anyway, ain't nothing more we can do than what we can do. All right, with that being said, y'all, I'm about to get out of here so I can chill for a few minutes before I gotta be ready at 9:00. And I will talk to y'all later. Mwah! Peace.